Good morning and welcome to Theme Park Worldwide and another vlog from my Europe road trip. I've made my way from Disneyland Paris. It's took about 3 hours, so not quite as long as I was expecting it to actually. It took a bit of a scenic route as well, just to avoid the toll roads and just get some nice French scenery. Went through a nice little couple of villages and things. It was very nice. And yeah, I've made it here to Walygator Parc in France for my first ever visit. The park opened in 1989, so 30 years ago, actually the same year as Parc Asterix. Obviously I was there last week, and check out the vlog here on the channel if you've not already seen it. And yeah, they were celebrating their 30th anniversary, and it's the same here for Walygator Parc. But yeah, I've never been here before. It's all very exciting coming somewhere for the first time, seeing all of the park, all of the different rides that are on offer, and yeah, I'm very much looking forward to it. Bit of history then about the park. Like I say, I opened in 1989, but it's undergone a lot of different owners over the years. It's actually nearly went into bankruptcy a couple of times, so yeah, it's not had the best history, this park. It's had a bit of a rocky one, you know, which hopefully that isn't going to affect the experience inside the park today. I'm looking forward to seeing it all. There's 4 different roller coasters here, a huge wooden roller coaster built by Morgan. Along with that as well, there is a B&M Inverted Coaster here, but more about that when we get inside, because that's actually going to be a bit of a special ride for me to get on. See if you can work out why before I tell you in a few minutes. Along with that as well, there's a little junior coaster and another ride as well. I think it's a Vekoma roller coaster. There's a couple of water rides here. There's a rapids, there's a log flume, a few other thrill rides as well, and family attractions. But yeah, very much looking forward to it. Bought my ticket online. It was €24 for today, and it's actually a French holiday today, and I thought, right, it's going to be really busy, but this is the entrance just here, and there's not many people about at all. It's playing some nice music though. Sounds like something that should be playing on like a carousel or something. But here we go. Welcome to the vlog here from Walygator Parc, and yeah, let's head inside and get this vlog on the go. Here's a look then at the entrance area to Walygator Parc. You can see up there you've got the park mascot. Surprised they haven't got the name across there as well, actually, because it's a really good photo opportunity here at the entrance. All your turnstiles under there, a bit of tropical planting. Got a parrot on the go there on the left as well. There's all your ticket booths. Not many, is there? It must not get that busy here, really. Then you can see a attractions closed board here, and when I first walked over to it, I thought, oh no, there's a couple of things on it. However, luckily nothing major. Space chute, I think that's the shot tower. So again, I would have liked to have done it, but it's not like it's anything unique to this park. And Walygator, that's just a little spinning flat ride for kids, so yeah, not missing out on anything major. The 4 coasters are open according to the board, which is good. And of course the B&M, which like I say, it's a bit of a special one for me, but I'll talk more about that in just a moment. Right, so it's 10:30 and we're in. Mascot's out. Hello. Bonjour. Oh, hey up. That's up to the music. There we are. Got a nice Walygator, bit of shrubbery there. Little fountain there in the middle. But yes, park hours today, 10:30 until 5:30. So there we are. Opens a little bit later than 10 o'clock, but it's staying open that extra half an hour later. So instead of like doing 10 till 5, they've done 10:30 till 5:30. So yeah, it's all right, that is. Anyway, I'm going to head down through this entrance area, which is very different, isn't it? It kind of reminds me, I know this sounds really silly, it reminds me of like a garden centre. It looks like my local garden centre back home, this does. Like all the flowers down here, that's it, £4.99 for one, 2 for £6. All this roof on the top. There we go. Certainly very different. Nice friendly staff up at the entrance as well, which is good, giving us a bit of information. And I've had a look at the map, which I'll show you shortly, the inside of it. Here it is. It's not the biggest park out there, but it seems like there's quite a lot of different attractions. And I think you can guess where I'm heading to first. Monster, which is this B&M Inverted Roller Coaster. That, yes, I've been doing a lot of build-up for this, but there is a big reason behind it, and it's a moment that's took many years to get to. And here we are outside the garden centre. Got a stage over there, and I'm going to head round here to the right-hand side. So I'm going to walk right past the wooden coaster for now, but I will be coming back to it. Don't think there's any staggered openings or anything from what I've seen, so that's good. Little look over there at the different restaurants. Oh, that's good. It tells you when they're open. That's good. Some shows there on the left-hand side as well. There's a boat ride here. I know there's a monorail as well. And I've just heard the wooden coaster running, which is a good sign. Oh yeah, we'll go on the Wally boat at some point, as it's called. Well, that looks quite relaxing. There's also like a Wild West town that's new for May 2019, so I think that's just opened. I had a little look on the park's Facebook page and it seems like it has, so yeah, exciting times. Here's a look at that park map just so you can see the size of the park. I'm currently walking around here. I'm just by that rock formation, walking straight up there to get to the invert. Yeah, you can see there's quite a lot of water in the middle of the park. Got this rapids down here. Yeah, looks like it's all set quite centrally really, in a bit of a circle all around there, all around the lake, which looks quite nice. Oh, we've got some big juicy bananas up there. Right, let's keep walking up this way. Oh, there's some people. Oh, there's the log flume. That looks quite nice. A massive snake up there. That's the biggest snake I think I've ever seen. Look at the size of that. That's a great photo opportunity, isn't it? Oh, and there she is. Up there in the distance. That was a surprise. Oh, that's what I like to see, testing as well. Brilliant. Hear that B&M roar in the distance. Right then, so a bit of history for you about this B&M invert. It actually opened here in 2010, but it was relocated from a theme park in Japan, where it originally opened in 1996. So it is quite an old B&M coaster. Along with that as well, the layout might look familiar, especially if you've seen Raptor over at Cedar Point in Ohio. Obviously, I went to ride that coaster last year, and it was fantastic. This is a clone of Raptor. However, there's one slight difference, and that's the fact that with this, it hasn't got that mid-course brake run where it really slows it down. That doesn't exist on this ride. It's got the place for it, but it doesn't do anything. So yeah, like there's no theming or anything on this ride. It's very just out there. But do you want to know the reason why this B&M coaster just here is very special to me? In Europe, there's 22 operating B&M roller coasters, and this is the last one that I need to go on, the Monster here at Walygator. So once I've entered this queue and gone on this first ride, I'll have been on every B&M, every Bollinger and Mallard coaster in Europe. So yes, I'm really pleased to be getting this, and that's the big reason why I wanted to do a bit of a detour off the route from going from Disneyland Paris to Walygator Parc, do that bit of a detour to come here to this park to ride my final B&M in Europe. There we go, B&M number 22. Let's join the queue. That rhymed. And we've got a dispatch on the Monster, yes. This is it. There's the wooden coaster over there. Head on to that next. After this special ride. Really pleased that I managed to get a front row for this one. So we've got 6 different inversions on this ride. And like I say, it's going to feel very, very similar to being back at Cedar Point now, except from the top of here, I can't see Steel Vengeance, or Top Thrill Dragster, or Millennium Force, but I will do in a few weeks' time when I'm back there. But this is it, B&M number 22 in Europe. The last one I needed to do, here we go. So smooth. No mid-course, straight through. Hey! Whoa! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! What a monster, quite literally. And there we go. That was awesome. That was really, really smooth. I know B&M coasters normally are, but that felt like even smoother than a lot of different B&Ms I've done. But with it being an older one of their rides, it still had a lot of force on it. That was brilliant. Look at that, 2 people in the queue. I'm gonna have to have another go. I tell you what, if that ride had theming, it'd be one of my top inverts. I absolutely loved that. So smooth, but ridiculously intense. Even that first loop, you could really just feel the pull on the train, and that was on the front row. When I tried the back row for my second ride, just blimey, I'll definitely take you on for a back row POV later in the day. But that is a brilliant inverted coaster. It's just such a shame about the whole colour scheme and how it looks, because off-ride, it's probably one of the worst looking B&M coasters out there, if not the worst, to be honest, but it rides really well. To think that it's been relocated as well, like you can't really feel the track joins or anything. Honestly, they've rebuilt that and it rides really smooth. Blimey, that was a good coaster. I didn't think it was going to be anything that spectacular, to be honest. I thought, oh, it's a clone of Raptor. I really enjoyed Raptor. It was a solid invert, not one of my like favourites out there. However, yeah, it really exceeded expectations. That was brilliant. What a fantastic ride. I definitely recommend coming here to get onto it. It's another B&M at the end of the day, and the fact it's been here for 9 years now, it's took me long enough to get out here and finally ride it. And if I knew how good it was, I'd have probably come here before, to be honest. But no, that was very, very good. Anyway, down to the wooden coaster now, my second coaster of the day. Hello again there, friend. It seems like the big snake on the tree is the entrance to the park's wooden roller coaster. So this is called Anaconda, and it was built by Morgan 30 years ago. This was an opening day attraction here at the park, 1989. And yeah, this is the queue line for it. Looks like we're just going out into the woods, doesn't it? Oh, I can just see the coaster just through there, and I can certainly hear it. Whoa! Right, I'm looking forward to getting on this. Built some good rides, Morgan, have over the years. I've not done loads of theirs, but I'm looking forward to this. So yeah, let's head round towards the station. Hoping for a bit of theming on this one, maybe, with it being one of the original rides here at the park. Always got a bit of a queue just down here. It seems like a lot of people might have come here first instead of going over to Monster. But yes, Anaconda. Looking forward to this. Bit of music playing up here as well. That's the good thing with Monster. It did have some nice audio playing all in the station just to build up the atmosphere. And the staff had like a themed uniform on up there, which was quite cool. Well, yeah, it's a good couple of trains worth this, isn't it? Like I say, I was expecting it to be quite busy today because it is the French holidays. They've got some sort of national holiday today. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but I know that because Lidl was closed this morning when I went to do my shopping. So, right, we've got some nice bits of theme in here at the side. Got a smaller snake, some parrots. We've got a tiger over there as well. So, yeah, let's head up into the station and go on Anaconda. Right then, leaving the station on Anaconda. It's got a little bit of theming, nothing too over the top. But this looks like quite a long coaster. Looking forward to this. Here's a look at the trains, lots of padding on here. On a pink train for Anaconda. Yeah, all this is all padding around the side. Got a bit at the back there as well. Look at your restraints there. Quite nice, not pushed down too tight, not stapled in. The back of some sort of show building there with all rock work on. There's an old car down there. Very close to a town there as well, and here's the railway line actually. It's a park that's got a lot of trees inside it. Makes you feel like you're in the middle of nowhere, but actually you're not when you look over there. Right, let's go. My Anaconda don't. Woo! Hey! Oh, it's so smooth. Yeah. into the brake run. Wow, that was really smooth. Didn't really get much force on it, no air time at all, unfortunately. But what a nice smooth ride. Well, that's the ongoing theme so far today. Very smooth. The B&M was one of the smoothest I've been on, and this was like ridiculously smooth for a wooden coaster. Enjoyed that. It's a shame that there's not much force to it. It's more of a bit, reminds me a little bit actually of the Pepsi Max big one in Blackpool. And you might be thinking, what? This is a wooden coaster. But just the fact that it looks like off-ride, you get a bit of airtime in places. And I know you do on the big one towards the end, like coming into the mid-course. But on this, like my bub didn't lead the seat at all. There was no airtime, and I don't understand why it's got all that padding, to be honest, because it doesn't need it. Like, I thought it was really quite smooth. Fun layout, just a shame that maybe some of the hills just weren't profiled correctly and they could have had a bit more airtime on it, but not a bad ride at all for 30 years old. Like, it's amazing, isn't it? There's not many Morgan rides out there actually, so it's nice to get on another one. We're going to be doing one on the USA trip actually in a few weeks, Worlds of Fun, one of their steel coasters, so I'm looking forward to that. But I'll spin you around because I think the train's coming and this would be a really nice viewpoint for it. Just be coming here shortly. It's just quite nice, isn't it, how it does that turnaround at that end, does then a couple of drops and then comes back in this direction. But yeah, it's not a bad coaster, that. I was expecting a bit of floaty air time, but from off-ride I thought, oh, it might be a bit rough, but wasn't too bad at all. I can hear the screams. Here they come. Lovely. Right then, here's my next roller coaster. It's the family coaster just here. That's its name. Very inventive. Here it is, or Le Family Coaster. Sorry, we're in France, aren't we? Le Family Coaster, there you go, which is a big apple, wacky worm, whatever you want to call them. But it hasn't actually got the apple, this one. It's a crocodile on the front of the train. This has been operating here since 2007. So this is my third roller coaster out of 4 to go on. We'll head over and do the Vekoma shortly. I thought this is right next to the wooden coaster, so I may as well do it whilst it's here. And yeah, come along for the ride on Le Family Coaster. Great name. Off we go. Another one of these. How many laps are we going to get? That's the question. He's loving it. Hey, hey. Wacky worm, let's go. He's way too excited to be going on this. Love to see him on Monster. Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's just too intense, isn't it? That looks like quite a unique flat ride. I'll go on there a little bit later on. You know me, I like to get the coasters done first. Only one more to do after this, get some food. Woo-hoo! Oh, big drop coming up. Hey, hands in the air. Hey! Oh, yeah, enjoying it? Yeah, he's living the dream, living the dream. Lap number 2. Bit of a queue gathering down there for the Monster now. Glad he had them 2 rides at the start. Well, yeah, probably 2 trains worth actually. Still not much, but still something. Certainly busier than it looked like it was going to be at the start of the day. Here we go. Should we get a little chant going again? Oh! Oh, oh, oh! Wacky worm! Woo! And there we go. 2 laps, I think. Yeah, yeah. Hey, see you later. Have a good day. Get yourself on Monster. It's the moments like that that just make days out at theme parks even more memorable, isn't it? I love it. Anyway, there's the log flume just there. I'll certainly be going on that later on. And there's a rapids as well, but I've not seen that yet, down the other end of the park. Yeah, that looks all right, that does. A bit of theming on it. Anyway, I'm going to make my way through this new Wild West area that's new for 2019. It's only been open a few weeks, apparently. So, yeah, looking forward to just seeing this, all the buildings. And then walking through here leads me to my fourth and final coaster, which is called Comet. And that opened here as well on the opening day in 1989. So this is 30 years old. It's a Vekoma Hurricane. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to getting on it. 3 inversions, I think, on this one. And, yeah, this is the new area for 2019. Some nice buildings around here. Good to see they're going down the themed routes. I think it'll really benefit them in the long run, putting a proper station building around Monster, to be honest. Like, especially since they've done this theming, it's quite nice, isn't it? Got the bank just there, the jail. I think there's a saloon somewhere as well, because that's where I was looking on the map at getting some food. Hey, Baron, 1898. Acton, Eckenham. There's the monorail up there. It's quite cool. Oh, and here we go. Oh, yeah, it's lovely. We've got the dentist over there. Sheriff Academy. Not too sure exactly what that is. Yeah, and here's the saloon. Oh, I see. It's like an outdoor venue. There you go. All covered up. That's why I was looking at getting some food anyway, but I'll go and do the Vekoma first, and then come back. Yeah, got some good theming. I mean, if they could do this, it'd be nice if they could put a proper building around Monster Station, wouldn't it, really? I mean, that'd be a good start. I mean, the whole coaster doesn't need to be themed, just the station would be nice, really. Give it a proper nice logo. Obviously they've repainted the trains on it recently, so yeah, it'd be nice if they could do that. What we got food wise? Oh yeah, quite a bit of stuff down there. What, fish and chips down there, kebabs. It's quite expensive, very expensive in fact. Right, here it is. Let's go and have a ride then on Comet. Little off-ride look there, and here's the loop. Really like how the entrance to Comet goes underneath that, and because it's 30 years of this coaster and the park, we've got this little photo just here. See the old colour scheme there as well. It's got like green supports, a white track and a blue train, whereas obviously now it's got the orange track and the blue supports. Yeah, let's go for a ride on this. You never know with these Vekomas. Some of them are quite smooth, some of them are a little bit jolty, some of them are terrible. So we'll find out what's going to happen on this. Yeah, 3 inversions on this, the loop and then this double corkscrew here. Got some proper dance music playing in this station. I only waited about 5 minutes. I had to wait 1 cycle. Got on this next train. So I'm sitting in the back car, second to last row. And let's see how this rides. Comet. It's had a couple of name changes over the years, I believe. It's nice to ride one of these with a bit of a different layout as well, which is good. Right, off we go. First drop and into that loop. Well, that was wonderful. Like, I don't know how that looks on the GoPro, but I tell you what, like, you might think I'm joking or something today, but all 3 coasters I've done have been really nice and smooth. For an old Vekoma, 30 years old, that was running very, very well. Like, considering it's got these older trains as well, it's not been replaced with the vest harnesses or anything, like Python, for example, at Efteling, that's had them replaced. With this, you know, it's not, and it's very smooth. That was good. It's very re-rideable. Not that fast either, so it meant that you can really take in the different elements, and the double corkscrew is always good fun. You are going to think that I'm joking around, aren't you, today, saying all these coasters are smooth. But you know me, I always share my honest opinions, and that was smooth. Like, there was nothing wrong with that at all. Not a bad coaster for 30 years old, and that nice double corkscrew. I've got a bit of a soft spot for those ever since going on the wonderful corkscrew at Alton Towers. One of my first thrill coasters that was as a kid. So yeah, I've got a bit of a soft spot for that element when I see it on a ride. Anyway, I've just been back to that saloon, and the queue is absolutely huge for food. I thought, okay, I won't eat there. Went to another food venue just round the corner, back up towards the Caterpillar, and yeah, that had a massive queue as well. So yeah, I thought I don't fancy waiting in that. It wasn't very fast moving at all, so I thought I'm going to have a little walk around this end of the park. And there's Zamperla Aires I've just seen there as well. Didn't know that was here. Bit of a bonus ride, so I'll go on that at some point. Looks quite a nicely themed one as well. Talking of theming, this looks interesting. Oh, the Terror House. Okay, they've got a scare maze. Oh, that's definitely got to be done then. There it is behind me. Ooh, interesting. Well, the reason they might have that is, let's have a bit of history for you. A few years back, the park was actually purchased by a Spanish company called Aspro, and they also own Oakwood in Wales. And obviously they have a scare attraction that opens at certain points throughout the summer. So maybe there's some sort of connection there. I'm not too sure. But yes, welcome to Dino World. It's like Jurassic Park. Welcome to Jurassic Park. Na 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 na. Oh, this looks like a wild-themed rapids though. Oh, look at that down there. Ooh, looks good. You're right there, peeking through the trees. So yeah, there's got to be some food around here, surely. Then I can have a relaxing rapids ride afterwards. Let's have a little look. So I've managed to get some food, and luckily I got in here at just the right time. I've had to come back to near the entrance, and I came in here and I thought, oh yeah, the queue's nice and low. I waited from just there, only about 5 minutes. But look at that queue now, all those people, and there's one person serving at the front. Do feel like they need some more staff here to serve them. Anyway, I've just got a little snack for now, just some fries and a drink just to put me on, and then we'll head over to the rapids. Yeah, they definitely could do with some more food outlets here at this park, or at least putting some more staff in the ones that they've got already. Yeah, because that was quite a long queue. I mean, I waited 5 minutes and I was like the third person in. You imagine that now, there's maybe what, 15, maybe even more groups waiting there for the food, and that's just in that restaurant. You should have seen it over in the other ones. But anyway, up next, I'm going on the Dino Raft ride, which is the Rapids, that opened in 1989, I think around this way somewhere. It does say the entrance is down there, just like following this path round. It feels weird not having like a queue line fence, doesn't it, all the way around. And yeah, this was actually built by Socket. I don't think I've ever done one of their rapids before. It had a bit of a redesign a few years ago, but yeah, it opened originally with the park 30 years ago. So yeah, let's go and have a ride on this. Looks like it's going to be very quiet. Famous last words from me there, saying that it was going to be quiet. But look at this loading system here. Very interesting. So they've got a few different sets of air gates through the side there. I think there's 3 different ones. And the boats stop, and then the gates open, and you go onto it, loading it a bit like a roller coaster. How awesome is that? So it means that you're not having to actually climb into a moving boat. On another note, they have got the Jurassic Park music playing in here, which is certainly very interesting. I'm not a big fan of when parks do rip off audio from other places. Like the other week when we was at Lightwater Valley in Yorkshire and we had the audio from Toverland, but there you go. Let's go and try this rapids out. I like the loading procedure though. Off we go on the rapids. Some nice theming around here, I'm looking forward to this. So there was actually 4 different loading areas inside the station. I thought there was 3, but no, there was 4. And also what's quite interesting is any younger riders coming on this actually get given a life jacket. Starting with a lift hill. It's a bit different already. Obviously a lot of rides have a lift hill towards the end. How wet are we going to get? Don't really know it. Hey. Oh, it's quite fast. Oh, 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 oh. Oh my, whoa. That was a wave and a half. Oh my God. Mega wave. Some good bits of rock work. Look a bit old. It's like that maybe used to be an effect there to me. Hey. Yeah, what a cool idea, giving the kids life jackets. Here we are, this is very well themed around here. I can hear a bit more Jurassic Park music. I'm assuming they didn't open with the dinosaurs. Whoa! Dinosaurs probably came a little later. It says that it got redesigned a few years ago, so I'd say that's when that dinosaur theming came in. Nice theming. Oh, that's some hidden waterfalls around here. Oi! Oh, I didn't see those from the queue line. Oh, these look good. Oh my God. Oh. Oh. Wow. Oh my God. Yeah, great waterfalls. It's quite a good rapids, this. I'd take this over some of the Intamin ones I've been on. Oh! Yeah. Quite long as well. Surely we're coming to the end soon. I didn't see much of a trough when I was walking around the area. Didn't think it was going to be this long. It's good. Bit of theming over there. There's that S&S shot tower. As I said at the start of the vlog, that's closed today, unfortunately. There we go, back to the station. Oh, that looks like a waterfall that's broke. Quite a nice rapids though, that. Them waterfalls were the highlight. Very nice. That was definitely one of the most unique rapids rides I've ever been on. I think the fact that it was being operated differently in terms of how it's loaded and with getting people on with the boat stopped, I quite like that. I mean, it is very safe, isn't it? It means that all the boats are stopped there, 4 in the station, people can get on, kids are already kitted out in life vests. Yeah, it's just very different. And the ride itself with the lift hill near the start, going into that drop, some awesome waterfalls, really liked that. It was something very different. And again, didn't really know much about it. I knew there was a rapids at this park, but didn't think it'd be that good. There was some nice theming around it. Unfortunately, there was a few bits that weren't working, like I pointed out around the ride. But yeah, that wasn't bad at all, that. I quite enjoyed it. And I'm looking forward to trying out the log flume a little later as well. Look at this cool animatronic behind me here as well. I like that. Another little flat ride over there. Quite a few different family flats, it seems, in this park. I've just noticed over there, you can see the waterfalls from here. I didn't walk past that section when I came down here earlier. Yeah, it was quite nice, that was. So I'm sort of gonna, with it being a bit of a circular park, I'm gonna sort of go round in that circle and do the things that I've not done yet. So yeah, that's the plan. I'm gonna start off with the ride on this Zamperla air race. So we'll head down there and give that a shot. So this is in the queue line for G-Lock, the air race. And it's nice to see one that's got a bit of different theming on it instead of just the generic stuff what comes from Zamperla. Ooh. Got some like dance music playing in here. Oh, that's all quite well themed. I wonder if this used to be a queue line for something else before. Part of me thinks that it was, and then obviously they've ripped out what was here before and put the air race in. Probably on the next cycle. So come along for the ride. I do enjoy a good Zamperla air race, especially when they're nicely themed. That was being ran on a really good cycle and brilliant operations. The two members of staff on there are running around so quick checking them restraints and just getting it dispatched, which is really important for a park, especially on a busy day like today, and especially with a flat ride like that, what doesn't particularly have a high throughput like a roller coaster would do. Team on there doing a fantastic job. Well done, guys. Anyway, just thought we'd have a look at Space Shoot just here. I'll spin you around again. So a bit of history about this one just here. There we are, it used to actually be a Enterprise in this space just here. So you can see they kept the theme in, it's like rockets, isn't it? The engines to rockets. And they were at the side just here. But yeah, there you go, and they used to have an Enterprise in there. And I think from what it says here, something to do with Wallaby Holland, like it got relocated there. I think that says. But yeah, a little look at this just here. It is closed, like I say, today. I'm not too sure how long it's been closed for. However, looking at the weeds all on the floor there, don't think it's operated this season. Bear in mind the park only opened in April, so I don't know, I'd be very surprised if this thing has operated this year. It's interesting though, isn't it? Because obviously Bounce, which I know it's manufactured by Huss and this is S&S, so they're two completely different rides, but they are similar in the sense of they're both tower rides like this, whether the shot or drop towers, and the one at Oakwood's closed and that's having a refurbishment and is coming back in the summer, and obviously this one's closed, and obviously both parks are owned by the same company, so yeah, it's just quite interesting, isn't it? There might be no relevance to that, but yeah, just thought I'd share it with you anyway, why not? Anyway, I'm glad that I got on that Vekoma, because looking over, I don't think it's operating. I have not seen anybody going round on it for a while, so I'm not too sure unless, oh, there we go, and the lift hill's just started up. So it seems to be back in action. Yeah, all the time I was queuing for the air race and on it, one didn't go round from what I saw anyway. It might have done now, you might have seen it in the GoPro footage. Well, there we go. Anyway, up next then, going on another ride, and there's a monorail just round here to go on shortly. But I'm going to try out this flat ride just over here to the left. There we are, I like the look of this. Got a big octopus on it. We've got a couple of different unique flats here, so we've got to do them, haven't we? Yeah, it's fine, that is. Maybe it was just a slow dispatch. Either that or I wasn't paying enough attention and it went round whilst I was on the air race. Probably so. But yeah, before we do the monorail, let's go and have a ride on this. Nice little flat. Looks quite fun from off-ride, doesn't it, this? So let's see how it rides. Oh, starting a bit of that swinging now. So we're spinning round, swaying side to side. Hey! Bet this looks good at night with all the lighting on. I know the park does some sort of Halloween event here in October. I've seen that on the opening times. If you do plan on visiting here, definitely check the website for the opening times though, because they do have a lot of closed days midweek. The only months of the year where it's actually open every day are July and August. Every other month there's a lot of weekday closures, so make sure you do check that. It's quite fun, this. Relaxing, smooth. That's the word of the vlog, isn't it? Smooth. I mean, the other day we had what? Nicely presented. Today it's smooth. Yeah, there's another little flat ride that I want to try on the other side of the park actually as well. Back down towards the B&M Monster. Oh, it was a beast that. Can't wait to get back on. And there we go. Coming back down after that one. Little octopus ride. Not bad that. Been on better, but you know, it's a flat ride, isn't it? Right then, so we just set off for a relaxing ride on Le Monorail. Yeah, I love a good monorail. Like my transportation rides, I always say it. I think this is quite a short one, but still, it's a monorail. It's a way of getting to see some nice aerial views across the park. It's nice relaxing rides as well, aren't they? It's like getting some visuals from a bit higher up. It's a shame that the shot tower's not on for that really, because there's no other high up rides in terms of where you stay up there for a long time and get to see around, like an observation tower or a Ferris wheel. I have to do this little boat ride down here at some point later. That looks quite nice. Oh, that looks like a space where there used to be a flat ride there. Not a big fan of how they've just left that you can clearly see. They could have at least put some planting or a fence around it or something really. That was the issue we had at Hyde Park in Germany. You could see where flat rides have been removed throughout the park. It's all Dino World over there. It's quite a small, compact park, but there's quite a lot of attractions in it. Some areas look really nice, some areas look a little bit dated. Like that roof, for example, that's over there. So this isn't the main log flume here, this is just a little junior flume ride. It's nice how they've got that. Some nicely trimmed hedges down there as well. And this is a similar sort of view as to what we saw on that photo a few minutes ago over there. At the back just here actually. I thought it was from the other way, but no, it was from here where the Enterprise used to be. And we got that haunted attraction to go in at some point later as well. Don't know what to expect with that at all. Yeah, it just takes you around this Wild West area really. Not 100% too sure if this log flume is supposed to be themed to Wild West or not. It's quite hard to tell. Quite a steep drop on it though. I mean, this is definitely Wild West through here, and I'd say the monorail themed to Wild West, but then it's got the green roof, so I'm not too sure. Answers on a postcard, or just down below in the video comments, that'll do. You don't have to go out and buy a stamp, don't worry. Expensive, aren't they, these days? Especially first class. Here's one for you. The piece of music that you can hear playing in the Wild West area, not now, but in that last clip just there on the monorail. What video have I used it in? It's a piece of royalty-free music that I found online, but I have used it in a video, so comment down below. There we are. Anyway, this makes me a bit sad. Look at this. It's a stage, a show venue that's just abandoned. It's not good, is it? Like, you can see where they've ripped out the speakers there at the side, all wiring just down the bottom. Yeah, this does feel like a park that, yes, it's 30 years old, however, it was probably a lot better back when it opened. I believe the park used to be themed around the Smurfs when it first opened, which is quite interesting. But yeah, so in terms of this here, it doesn't look that good. And with the flat ride we saw just from the monorail, there's some areas that have definitely seen better days than other parts that look quite nice. So it's one of those, isn't it? I mean, you've got to think though, back in the day, you wouldn't have had the B&M, and by far that's the standout ride. So I don't know really, in terms of the overall park experience and how it all looked, it probably looked and felt nicer a long time ago. However, in terms of having the best ride, it's probably got that now. So it's one of them. But you come around this corner and like this looks really pretty around here with the monorail running above and all the new theming. So I don't know, it seems like Aspro that own the park are spending the money in the right place. And yeah, hopefully we see some more theming added around the park. I'm gonna go and try this attraction around here now. I think this is some sort of interactive attraction. I don't think it's a tracked ride, so to speak. I think you're just shooting with guns at a screen, but we'll go and give it a go. Sheriff Academy, inside here. So here we are in the Wild West. Oh dear. Oh, so pick the gun up. Yeah, we're sitting on these little, oh, lights off. There we go. Can't really see the screen that well. It's not very bright. Gotta shoot. That was a practice, I think. I wish that I could see more on the screen. It's that dimly lit. How it looks on the GoPro is pretty much how it looks in person. Blimey, that was absolutely terrible in there. Like all the white lights when he walked in, didn't even have any show lighting. And then don't even start with the whole screen. Like, you can hardly see anything. I mean, yeah, it was a bit darker on the GoPro, but even in person, like that looked absolutely terrible in there. Oh no, not in a good state at all. I don't think that's new for this year, or at least I hope not. I know all the buildings and things are on the outside, the facades, but I think that ride's been here a few years. But yeah, God, that was really bad in there. They could have at least just put some theming in there, some wood on the walls. I'm just a bit shocked, to be honest with that. That's crazy. The fact that they've allowed it with such a nice like facade out the front. Hopefully they update the inside at some point. Hope so. Blimey, that was bad. So we'll walk around this section. See what they've got around here. We've got a little kids balloon ride there. Around here it seems as well, there's some sort of kids like mini Miami wave. Little tracked ride here on the right hand side. Lots of family attractions, which is good. Got a dinghy slide over there at the back as well. That's another one of them attractions that once you've done one, you've done them all, haven't you really, with the dinghy slides. Unless they've got heavy theming. It's got a little camelback in there, look. Bit of an airtime hill. Yeah, I see how much airtime they get when they come around here. But yeah, that was shocking, that was in there. Especially at the end when they just flick the lights back on and all the cloth on the walls. Hey, around they come. No airtime, unfortunately. Little frog hopper. Jumping star. Looks like it's really busy, the dinghy slide, so I probably won't bother with that. Nice colour scheme on it though. I'm not too sure what's happened to the Wild West theming around here, but still. Certainly a park that seems to be going in the right direction with decisions they've made with some of the theming. The air race looks really good, and that's one of the newer additions. And obviously all the Wild West area out the front, so they go in the right direction. Aqua shoots, yeah, that's a big queue. So I'm gonna give that a miss for now. Oh, I see it. They're making you carry the, you have to carry the boats up. A lot of these, well, most of them that I've seen, you have like a lift in the middle what carries them back up a conveyor. This one you queue up, then you have to get your boat and then walk with it all the way up them steps. Yeah, I think I'll pass on that one. But you've seen it, I always like to give you a bit of an idea of what there is in the park. Right, let's go and find the entrance to this log flume. I'm not sure where it is. I know the main drop for it's around here, but I don't know how we get onto it. That's the beauty of coming to a park for the first time. Here's the entrance then. It's got this huge lizard out the front. Got a little bit of an information board as well for the 30th. Another opening day attraction from 1989. And it's another one built by Socket, this as well. There we are, a little look at the front of it, how it's changed. It's got a bit of a queue, but it's well worth a ride. Again, a bit of a unique manufacturer for this sort of ride, so let's give it a go. Oh, a bit of camo netting in here. And I'll see you on the ride. About a 10-minute wait there then for this log flume. No children allowed in the front of the ride on this one. So here we go. Not too sure what we can expect drop-wise here. Could just be the one from having a little sneaky look at the CCTV there in the station. You can only see cameras on this first lift hill, so I think there's only the one drop on this. But there's quite a lot of water in the boat. Look at this all down here. Loads. I think we sort of loop around, bit of a figure of 8, I think. Through the trees. It could be wrong, but looks like we're heading straight up that lift hill to me for the finale drop, the one and only. Let's see how wet we're gonna get. It's another one of our famous like catch lines, that now, isn't it? Another new one. Oh, here's that show venue that looked really dreary over there. Blimey, it's definitely seen better days, some areas of this park. It takes a long time to turn somewhere around though, doesn't it? Like I say, they nearly went bankrupt years ago, and the company that owned like Six Flags, they've owned it, Wallaby have owned it. No one's managed to be able to keep it and make a go of it, so hopefully Aspro are the company to do that. I don't know, we'll see. Climbing the lift hill. Got a little shed at the top, and up we go. As if by magic, we're at the top. I feel like I'm going to get really wet on this for some reason. Oh, yeah, quite a bit. There we are, yeah. Like I said, I had a feeling that this was going to be a bit of a soaker. There we go. Oh, there's not much water in the bottom of the trough here, is there? Bit of theming over there. But yeah, that's all they've got in terms of wet rides anyway. That little kid's log flume, the rapids, and this just here. There's the other water rides, like that boat ride what I'm going to go on, but I don't think we're going to get wet on that. And that's it, one drop special. But yeah, it's alright that. It's better to have a log flume with one drop than not have one at all. Right, time to have a bit of an explore around the rest of the park really now and see what else there is for me to do. There's a couple of flat rides in places, but yeah, just thought we'd have a little look at this here that was closed on the board just to see what it was. And this is Walygator, it says on the sign. And this is it. So yeah, it's just one of them rides, a bit of a Dumbo style ride, isn't it, where it spins round, you pull the lever and then it raises up. Nice view over there of Anaconda. That's my plan really. I mean, it's just gone 3 o'clock, so I've got 2.5 hours left to go until park close. It's just doing these last couple of bits that I need to, and then some re-rides really. Definitely want 3 or 4 goes on the B&M, and at least 1 more go on the wooden coaster. Yeah, just having a look around here and see what there is. That looks like another large restaurant over there. In fact it is, but it's closed. That could definitely have done with being open. Say that, it's very quiet around this section. I'm not too sure what this building is here with all the rocks. We saw it on the wooden coaster, the back of it, where it wasn't themed, but that was definitely something up there with all the steps. Music's loud. Yeah, and this was what, the shop for it? That was the entrance, and then you'd exit through the gift shop maybe. Can I see a pumpkin in there? I think I can. There's me. Maybe it's just used for Halloween now. I see, there we go. That definitely looks like Halloween use in there, doesn't it? It's always a shame to see such a big building now. I wonder if it used to be a dart ride or something. Shame to see it not being used, even though we're in the peak of the season now. Got a pirate ship over there, let's have a go on that. Got your junior one here, then your bigger one just over there. Another kids flat ride. I think this is the bottom corner of this park, the pirate area. Very well themed. Again, that looks like it should have been something there as well, like you used to go in. Not too sure, that definitely was where the steps were around the corner. We'll have a ride on this pirate ship, we may as well whilst we're here. Got a little skeleton in there. Yeah, what a great view of Anaconda. This turnaround section. Yeah, that's a massive show building, whatever that used to be. Maybe it was a theatre, possibly. But then it's got a gift shop at the end, I don't know. Like this fence, it all looks like there was something there. It's got steps leading out the back, like that was a fire exit. But then why does that archway go over? I'm really intrigued. I'll have to do a bit of research and see. Because I like a bit of history about these parks. Can we see anything through here? Little gap in the fence. No, not a lot. Not a lot to see. But yeah, let's go on this pirate ship and then head round to the boat ride. I think that'll be the next thing to go on the lake. Here we are then, having a bit of a swing on the pirate ship. Whee! Doesn't go that high, this one, unfortunately. Worth going on though. It's another ride, isn't it? It's quite a few different flats at this park, which is good. There's another one up by Monster that I want to go on actually. It's only a family one, but looks quite good actually from off-ride. When I walked past it earlier on. Hey. Really intrigued to know what was in that big building there. Especially the fact they went to the effort to put all the rocks on the side. I mean, it looks quite old, like that's been like that for a long time. Maybe not from park opening, but definitely at least, what, 10, 15 years old, that rock work. Interesting. Looks like there was a big waterfall there actually as well, doesn't it? Just noticed that from the top here. Looks like it used to land in that pond down the bottom and then probably pump the water back up to the top and just keep recycling it. There we go, that was the pirate ship. Let's go and have a look at this boat ride. Wonder what happens here when they have a lot of rain. Unless they've got some sort of way of draining it out, or maybe they just don't open it. Not too sure. Little decked walkway through a pond. Very different, isn't it? You don't have to come this way off the pirate ship. I just chose to walk around this way. Just have a look. How strange. Something a bit different. I like parks that do things a bit different though. You wouldn't want to go to every park and it'd be the same. As there'd be no point in going to see the different parks. It's like coasters, isn't it? Like, you wouldn't want them all to be smooth, but you wouldn't want them all to be rough. It's nice just to have a bit of a mix. I bet on a sunny day this looks really nice around here. Hoping for some better weather again for the rest of the trip, really. When I get down to Walygator Parc and some of the other parks in the area, I'm hoping so. Quite a nice view, isn't it? Definitely going to get a photo of that to put on Instagram. Make sure you give us a follow at Theme Park Worldwide on Instagram. And also my other account, which I post non-theme park related things as well, at Sean Sandbrook. Drop us a follow, I'd appreciate it. Cheers. Right, so it looks like quite a long boat ride, this one. With lots of different scenes around the ride, and I've already had a bit of a preview of what's at the end of this from the queue line, but I thought I won't film it, I'll save it for you. Something a little bit different coming up at the end that I'm sure you'll enjoy. But yeah, I'm timing this to see how long it is, because it goes very slow and it looks like a very long ride, so I reckon this could be at least 15 minutes to get around on this, but we'll find out by the end. It's a nice little Wild West scene there to start the ride. Bit of a party going on over there with the piñata. We've got another scene over here where we're actually going through the boats. You got the mascot up there as well who's steering it. A few different rides over here. You've seen I've already put some off-ride footage in from the chair swing, but there's a teacups over at the back there. You can just see it peeking through the trees. It's painted in pink. And you've also got this double-deck carousel here as well. And some recognisable music coming up on one of these scenes shortly. Any fans of Lilo and Stitch out there? Get yourselves here to Walygator. Come and have a little dance on the boat ride. You know what? If Charlotte was Australian, do you know what it should be? An Australian fisherman. Yeah. So we're 10 minutes in so far. The station's over there. We've only gone round this side of the lake. We've got to go round here yet, and there's some more scenes. I reckon 20 minutes. I'm calling it now. I can't believe how long this boat ride is so far. Got a vlog being filmed up there, look. On top of that car. Yeah, it's a nice relaxing ride. It'd be nice if it was a little bit quicker. But at least it's got quite a lot to look at, some different scenes and some good audio, especially Lilo and Stitch. I liked that. It looks like there's supposed to be a bit of audio down here with this one, but it's not working, unfortunately. A couple of speakers at the side there, out of action. It's quite a pretty view though, isn't it? Right, are you ready for your big finale to this wonderful boat ride? Because here it is. You got to see it to believe it. Da, 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 da. Hey, you're all in suspense. There it is. It's a wonderful Eiffel Tower man carrying a giant baguette who's dancing to the can-can. with the mascots looking up at him. There you go, what a finale. See you soon, pal. Thanks for a great ride. So do you want to know the total length of time I was on that boat ride? 24 minutes and 22 seconds from when I sat down to when I stepped off onto the turntable. Wow, there we go, long ride. But there was a lot to look at around there, a few bits not working, but yeah, there was a lot to see on it. I quite enjoyed it. I like relaxing rides like that in parks. I do wish it was a little bit quicker than that, but yeah, it's like the one at Efteling really. That takes ages to go round, doesn't it? Not loads to look at on that one, but it's just the natural beauty of the park, isn't it? Efteling, going around and seeing a few of the different attractions from it as well. But there you go, I've been on it. You know me, I don't just like to come for the coasters. Yes, the B&M was the huge draw for this park. If that B&M wasn't here, I probably wouldn't have come this trip. I would have done at some point in the future. I'm trying to get around to as many parks as I can, but the reason that I've gone proper off route was to come and get that B&M. So I've been on every B&M in Europe. Still can't believe that. Anyway, talking of the coasters, gonna have another couple of rides on the wooden coaster now, Anaconda, and then head back up and do the invert again, take you on and try and get a back row for the footage on the GoPro for you guys. And then there's another flat ride to do there as well. And I also want to get that scare attraction in. So got a busy sort of hour and a half now to get things done before the end of the day. So I'll see you after I've done the wooden coaster again. Can't believe how smooth that wooden coaster is. Definitely a lot of retrack work has took place on that though. You can see that over the past few years how they've done different sections. But just thought before we go up to the monster again, just thought I'd show you this golf inside here. Looks like it used to be maybe a gift shop or a restaurant. Just looking at the placement of the lighting, and they've turned it into this indoor golf. But yeah, it's free to play, including your park admission. Just grab your ball, grab your club, and off you go and have a round of golf indoors. Quite a cool little idea. Right, let's have a back row beauty on Monster with the GoPro so you can see this in action. Obviously we had that front row POV earlier on. Thought we'll get on row 8 at the back so you can see what it's like from here. It's an intense ride. It was intense at the front, but on the back, blimey. It's a fantastic B&M this. I just wish that it looked nicer because it's a perfect coaster. Even just a lake underneath the rest of the layout or something would be very nice. And just a chance to be able to walk closer to the coaster. I'm talking over a lift hill. Here we go, whip down the first drop. Woo! That's warmed up even more. I tell you what, if there's one B&M out there what makes me feel like I'm back on Nemesis in terms of the intensity, then this is it. Honestly, what a great last B&M to do in Europe. Like, I wasn't expecting it to be anywhere near as good as what it is. Blimey, that is a cracking coaster, that back row ride there on the Monster was absolutely incredible. I love it to bits. I mean, front row is amazing on rides for the view, but the intensity, especially on that, right at the back, is amazing. On Nemesis, my favourite part of the ride is, of course, when you do that turn, that helix, straight down into the pit. That feeling what you get on Nemesis is what you get on there. And that's what I love about some of these older B&M coasters. And yes, I know this was only put here 9 years ago in 2010. However, you've got to think, it's quite an old ride, isn't it, from 1996. It's just got that force, it's got the power. What an incredible ride. I definitely want at least one more go on it before I leave this park, because I don't know when I'm next going to be back here. Like I say, I've gone quite out of the way to come here this trip, but it was well worth it. Anyway, I was speaking about a flight that I wanted to go on. Getting in the background there, a bit of vlog bombing going on. It's this over here. How unique does this look? There we are, I quite like the look of this. Is it like a theme to like a Bavarian village or something? All the music, and I don't know where we get on it. Is it around this way now? I think it must be, I think it's further around here. I think I've walked past it. There we go. Yeah, this looks quite nice, doesn't it? Quite relaxing. It's like you should have a big German Stein in your hand or something. Oh, there's the mascot on a golf buggy. There you are, Brett, that's just for you if you're watching. Is he going to give us a wave? Whee! He's very focused at looking forward there. All right, let's go and have a ride on here. Should have seen the big arrow on the floor, shouldn't I, really? Last bit of time here now at Walygator. Right, off we go then. Feel like I need my beer here for this one. No restraints or anything like that needed on this one. You just sidle on the seats. A bit like them regatta style rides where you push into the person next to you. It's that sort of same sensation. And there we go, we just spin round with just a nice speed. And yeah, get to enjoy this wonderful Bavarian music, looking out on the wonderful sights. Wacky Worm at one side, and the B&M at the other. Oh, I'm so happy that I've done all the B&M coasters, honestly. I'm chuffed about that. It's something that I've wanted to accomplish for quite a few years, so it's a bit of a special day for me today, and a very special vlog. Here we go, on a bit of a tilt now. See all the workings for it up there. And you can hear them, in fact. Real or fake flowers up there, do you think? Definitely fake. Plastic flowers. But yeah, up next, I'm going to go and try this scare attraction and see if I can get in there. Like, it had a massive queue when I had to walk past it earlier on, so hopefully I'm going to do it. I mean, I don't mind queuing up for it. You know me and my horror attractions, I like that sort of stuff, so I'll head over there and we'll see. Quite a nice relaxing ride this. Like I said, I just feel like you should have a nice drink of beer on here in your hands. Maybe that's what it was originally designed for, and then it's just been brought here to this park. They bought it cheap or something, I don't know. Maybe so. Right, don't have a clue what to expect with this. Obviously, it's in a big building. It's quite heavily themed from the outside, so hopefully it's going to be good. Is the queue a little bit less than when I looked earlier? A little bit, it's still quite busy. Yeah, the good thing is I've seen everything else I wanted to inside the park, so yeah, there's a lot of kids going in, so I don't think it's anything too scary. Unless it's like a secret dark ride, what I'd not heard about. I'm not too sure. Right, I can't believe this. Listen to the music, what's playing right now. It's only the Smiler from Alton Towers, I can't believe it. They are playing the Smiler music in this park. That is absolutely crazy. What is it with these parks? Like nicking other parks' audio? It's not on, is it? But there you go. Oh dear. Oh, it's a bit like a fun house in this first bit. So they've not said anything about the GoPro, so going for it. Nothing's been mentioned. I still can't believe they were playing that outside. Don't know how much you're going to see in here. Oh, trommel. It's quite nice. It's all UV paint, so I'm not a massive fan of that. I think it looks a bit tacky. Not much audio inside. Don't know if there's any actors or anything. It's definitely more family friendly. Where's the audio? That's what I want to know. Ooh. That's quite spooky. Downstairs now. Looks like there should be a jump scare there. There's a proxy. Oh, there we go. Good sound effect on that one. Some very questionable animatronics in here. Oh, actor. He's got an easy job in here. This looks like the exit. There we go, that's the terror house. Definitely more of a family experience, that one. At first, from the outside, I thought it was going to be more horror-based than it was. I think maybe it used to be, but I have to do a bit of research on that just to see. But yeah, like all the UV paint and stuff in there, I'm not a big fan of how that looked. I thought there was a lot of black walls as well. It was just, yeah, not my sort of thing, that at all. But it's a good family thing, isn't it, for the park, I guess. You know, it's one of them things, isn't it, that it's more of a fun house, to be honest. They should brand it as a fun house, get rid of the whole scare idea of it, and just put some like circus theming up there, maybe some festoon lights and stuff, and make it more of a circus feel. But anyway, I've just got time to go up and have one more ride on the Monster. So this time I'll share a bit of off-ride footage, what I can get of it. Unfortunately, because of where it's located in the park, you can't really get that good of off-ride shots of it, but I'll try my best and I'll put them in for you now. So I was just about to make my way into the gift shop, which is just here to wrap up the vlog, and came across this. Must be because it's the 30th birthday of the park. Bit of an exhibition on the go. This is very Europa Park, what they would do. A model of the ride that's currently not working, unfortunately. Still a very nice model. Bit of history, concepts there, look, for the air race. Construction there as well from the Monster. Just had another wonderful last ride on it there as well. Wow, look at the sky behind it there. Makes the track really stand out though. Managed to get some decent off-ride footage actually. Oh, there's Disneyland Paris on there then. Oh, talking about Six Flags, there you go. Fascinating, this is like an old coaster car. More information here. Ah, there we go. There's the Huss attraction that I went on the other day. I wonder if it's that one actually and it got relocated. Maybe so. Old map. New shop facade, wave swinger, there you are. This is where I am now, down here. Theatre, there we go, that was the big building. There's that one and another theatre over there. Found that quite interesting. Another one at the back, bumper cars. God, fascinating to see, isn't it? All these different concepts for the rapids. There you go, just thought I'd share that with you. Oh, there you go. Anaconda under construction. I like going parks and stuff like that, celebrating the history. Right, let's continue and go into the gift shop. Some of the different mugs and glasses available there. It's quite a nice t-shirt, isn't it? €22 with the monster on there. Got some funky mirrors in here as well. You notice as well that huge model in the middle of the room from when the park opens. Like that original concept. Loads of stuff with all the characters on. That's all plush toys and all your generic stuff, I think. Continue around the other side. It's quite a small gift shop. Don't know if there's anything else with the monster on, but look at this. Oh, I really like that. One of the old trains there. From the wooden coaster. Wow. That's great items to have in the shop, isn't it? It reminds me of Ventura, how they put one of the old trains in there from Tomahawk. Just swivel this round. Some more Walygator items. And there you go, yeah, nothing with the monster on, like a proper, you know, like Morg or anything like that. You never know. I still think Merlin do the best theme park merch. Here's all your different t-shirts though. That's quite a nice one. I did it since 1989. And there you go. Right, I'm going to make my way, oh nice hoodie, back to the car. And we'll wrap up this vlog from Walygator, first ever visit. There we go, back in the car after a day here at Walygator for my first ever visit. I'm going to go straight in there with my highlight because I think you all know what it's going to be. That awesome B&M coaster. That's the ride what made me want to come to this park. If that wasn't here, I wouldn't be sat here on the car park today. And you know what? It's been fantastic to finally come here and ride it and complete all of the B&M coasters, all 22 of them throughout Europe. I'm really pleased with that little personal goal that I've hit today. It's been achieved, so I'm very pleased with that. In terms of the park itself, it's a very mix here in terms of how it looks. There's some areas that look very like, oh, they've not been looked after at all. They've been left to rot for quite some time. There's a few areas where there's some theatres that are not in use, as we found out just what them buildings were. Some flat rides used to be. Then you've got other areas that certainly look a lot better. So I'm hoping that with moving forward with this park, they are going to start to theme things up a lot more. I know the train's all been painted on the monster, which is good to see. Some rides looked in a good condition, other rides didn't look great at all. So it's one of those, isn't it? In terms of operations and the staff, they've been consistent across the whole park. I'd say the operations have been good. Yes, there's been one train on the roller coasters. However, it's not been that busy. It's not been busy enough to have more than that on, to be honest. Yeah, and I don't even see them running more than one train, to be honest, anyway, on most of them. But yeah, in terms of that operation throughout the park, it's been relatively good. They've been getting people out nice and quick, especially on the B&M. That was really good. And also the air race, that really, like, there was very good operations on there. The rest of it, a couple of nice water rides. I enjoyed the rapids here. They were really good fun, better than I was expecting. Same with the wooden coaster, better than expected. But the park itself, I'd say, is exactly kind of what I was expecting. You know, it's not exceeded expectations and it's not worse. It's just exactly what I thought it was going to be. You know, it's a park that I probably won't come back to for a number of years unless they put anything major in, because I've been here, I've seen it, I've done it, I've got what I wanted to do, filmed it all today for you guys to see it. And in terms of the the positioning of it as well. There's not loads of other stuff around it. It's a bit off route. So I've been here, I've done it, got it ticked off, and yeah, I've had a really good day. It's been action packed. I thought I might have a bit more time for re-rides, but I've not, to be honest. Like, there's been a few more crowds this afternoon. Still not been as busy as I thought it might be, with it being a French public holiday. But there you go. I've enjoyed it. It's been really good to see it all for the first time. And yeah, I'll definitely be back at some point in the future. That's an awesome B&M coaster, and I definitely recommend it. But there we go. Where am I going to be heading to next? Well, it's kind of obvious, isn't it? Tomorrow I'm going to be at the wonderful Europa Park in Germany, where I'll be spending one day. But don't fear, because whilst I'm in Germany, I'm also going to be visiting a couple of other parks and then returning back to Europa Park as well. The reasoning because of that is the opening of their brand new hotel tomorrow, Kronosar, the museum hotel, where I'm booked in for the opening night. So I'm going to Europa Park, staying in the new hotel, doing one day on park, and then off to do a few other bits before coming back to it and making that journey back towards the UK and stopping off at somewhere else on the way back as well. So it's all a big mystery, this trip, and hope you're enjoying it. Thank you very much for watching another vlog here on Theme Park Worldwide. I'm from Walygator. That means it's time to cue those credits. See you tomorrow.